What's up, guys? Massive Action, Stan Medina here. We're about to get started. We're about to go live on our YouTube. Okay, got it. Today we're talking about this is gonna be a good series. We're actually doing a 3-week series, and I'm gonna break this down, and I'm gonna get into a lot of different uh ideas and um and just share some of my experiences. A little bit about myself. Dropped out in ninth grade. Had twin boys. I got into the auto body industry at a very young age. I started off as a porter, and I worked my way up. I started to learn how to do auto body repair. Then I started to learn how to do paint and body, the paint part of it. Then I started opening a shop. I got really, really big into custom painting. I was actually ranked one of the top custom painters in Texas, and so I had all this stuff that I had, built. And it wasn't until I started to take a deeper look at what wealth I had accumulated, and I really didn't accumulate any wealth. I was just working 24/7, and at the time had several kids by then, and I realized that I wasn't really building anything, and I really hadn't built a business. I really just created a job for myself, and the custom painting and doing that kind of work became real demanding of my time, and I felt that my time can be better used to solve bigger problems, right? And so I had this real big mind shift of saying, hey, you know what? I actually want to be an official business owner. I want to know what it is to run a business. I want to know the ins and out. I want to know like everything about business, because I want to be good at business, and I want to be the best at business, right? During the last several years, we've transformed from a hobby shop to a full-blown auto body collision center. We have several real estate investment companies. We have the Massive Action brand, where we do coaching and mentorship for young technicians, even some shop owners. We help them, get through the day-to-day operations and help them with different tools and resources that we have to help them get to the next level, right? And so really about getting to the next level is about acquiring new information. And whenever you have people that are doing bigger things than you and that have accomplished bigger things, they have some information. And if you take that information and apply it, you'll actually get to a different level in your life, right? And so that's the whole purpose of this webinar, is to just share some of the strategies that I've used, share some of the concepts, and maybe you want to learn more, you want to get mentorship, and you want to get with our coaching, you want to go deeper. I'm definitely willing to reach out and get on a call with you. I'm very transparent. I'm very open. People will message me on YouTube. They'll message me on Instagram, Facebook, and I'll be like, hey, let's get on a call, man. Give me your number. I'll call you up, see what you're dealing with. And, I don't, say, well, go talk to this person and then send an email to this place. If there's something that's going on and I can add value to your life, I'm going to help you out, brother. So let's talk about untapped income, right? So that's the first concept, untapped income, right? So a lot of times, whenever we have a flow of income, we get complacent because we're relying on that one source of income, right? And a lot of times we struggle, and we say, okay, well, if I just work more hours, maybe I can put more hours in and I can make more money, right? And what untapped income is like, it's to say, okay, you know what skills do I know, and what skills do I need to acquire to solve bigger problems? Because there's some untapped income that I can be getting in my industry, right? Whatever industry you're in, let's just say, for example, you're a carpenter, right? And you're struggling because most carpenters, like work job to job, or they're kind of relying on this job to pay for that job, and so it's an ongoing thing, right? So they never feel like they're actually getting any, they're not getting ahead, right? And so where's the untapped income in that industry, right? Let's say you're a carpenter. Now I'll use some different examples. Okay, so if you're a carpenter, like, uh, did you know that you can actually start to become an investor, right? Do you know that there's ways to get business credit? There's ways to work with different investors, different uh, wholesalers. There's different hard money lenders. There's so much resources out there that you can use that skill that you have, and because you're already doing that, you're already doing remodels and construction work. Why not start to invest in some real estate property, investment properties, and make those your rentals, right? And so the skill that you need to acquire is, okay, how do I find those deals? How do I fund those deals? How do I leverage what I already have to kind of start to build, right? And so that's what I mean about untapped income, is because a lot of times we're in an industry where we're not really fully invested into that industry, where we're saying, okay, how can I tap into this, a bit further and make some more profit from it, right? Another one would be like, let's say you're a plumber, right? You're a plumber, you're maybe you're a general contractor, right? And so you're saying, okay, well, how can I grow my business? Well, I'm gonna have to get more work. I'm gonna have to get more employees. I'm gonna have to manage more people. But what if someone says, hey, what if have you ever decided of franchising your brand? Or if you met someone that says, hey, you know what? Let's create a brand for your plumbing business, so that, if you market it correctly, you'll be getting, maybe 50 to 100 calls a day. And with those leads, now you can start to sub those leads out. So now you're the source of all the leads. So now you're getting all the traffic. And so now you can actually hire some subcontract plumbers, and you can actually sell them those leads, or you can say, hey, you know what? I'll give you this leads for a percentage of the job, right? So that's untapped income. That's you're in an industry already where there is untapped income in that industry. And so the way we would do it, I mean, because every industry has the same thing, right? For example, like with the auto body industry, right? So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll reach out to the colleges, and I'll reach out to newsletters and magazines, because I want to share my information. In return, we get presented with opportunities, right? And so those opportunities have a value to it, a financial value, right? So that's untapped income, right? The next one is your inner circle, right? So inner circle is going to be very, very, very important, because there's two types of inner circles, right? There's people that are not doing as good as you, and maybe you're the group of 5, or maybe a group of 10, and you're probably the one that's doing the best out of all of them. Well, you're gonna be complacent. You're gonna stay stuck at that level, because no one in your circle has information to elevate you to a new income, like a new income level. Like you're stuck at with whatever your inner circle, whatever value they can add to you, that's where you're stuck at. So your inner circle is going to be very important. How do you get around people with a higher influence, a higher net worth, higher sources of resource? I mean, this abundance resources, right? I mean, a lot of times you have to get into those rooms. You have to make sure that, first of all, you might have to pay to get in those rooms. You might have to pay to go to conferences, right? So one of the things is, like, I guarantee you, if you go to a conference, a business conference, you can buy the $99 seat in the back, or the $50 seat in the back, and they have $5,000 seats in the front, right? Well, the difference is the people that are in the front, they're probably making more money than you, or they're probably doing bigger things than you. And if you're sitting next to someone that's making 5 times, 10 times more than you, and you become friends, guess what? You just added value to your circle. You understand? And just imagine if there's 100 people with $5,000 tickets in the front, and you manage to meet 10 of them. Like that's gonna be your circle. That becomes your inner circle, and what it does, it elevates you. It elevates you. Just kind of just imagine this, right? So let's just say you move into a neighborhood, right? And and so your house, you bought this house, right? And it's kind of run down, it's not updated, right? And out of nowhere, your neighbor goes and puts new windows, he puts new roof, he puts new siding on there, he hires someone to do the landscaping, right? And so it's gonna force you to say, hey man, like this guy, like he's doing something. I need to increase the value of my house now. So it's gonna force you to invest. It's gonna force you to invest in yourself because they're pulling you up. Like no, but like no matter what, they're elevating you up. So you have to like kind of, you have to, if they're elevating you up, you have to level up because they're gonna say, man, you know what, like, we're doing this. If you want to roll with us, you should be doing this as well. And so it forces you to level up. And a lot of times we need that pressure to level up because if you're just kind of going through the day-to-day routine, you get very complacent, right? And complacent will kill you. Complacent will make you weak because when you're complacent, you have no drive. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no drive. You don't have no like ambition. You're just kind of like comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you start to decline. So let's not get comfortable and let's always stay in elevation mode. Okay. The next one is, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the C factor, right? And the C factor refers to clarity. And so a lot of times people will start to, okay, check this out. So a lot of people will say, well, I don't have the confidence to go up there and talk to people. I don't have that kind of confidence like you. I don't have the confidence, right? In order to build up your confidence, you got to get familiar with what you're trying to do, right? And so that goes back to clarity. As soon as you have, and it doesn't have to be crystal clear clarity, it just has to be some kind of clarity of the direction you want to go in. What kind of direction do you want to go in with your life, with your business, with your family, with your relationship, with your friends? And once you make a decision, says, hey, this is the inner circle that I want to have, and this is what it looks like, and this is where these people are at. That gives you some clarity. And as you start to move towards that destination, you start to become more and more clear. And as you become more and more clear, your confidence increases because you have an idea of where you're going. You're not lost. You understand? Think about it. If someone that's lost and someone that's confused has very little confidence, but someone that's assured of themselves and pretty certain of where they want to be at and what they want to do, they're a little bit more confidence. Just for example, if you ask someone, hey, like, what's your goals, right? You notice the person that says, well, man, I haven't really thought about it. I don't really know. I just kind of, they don't really have any confidence. But the one that says, hey, you know what? I want to be a doctor one day. They say it with confidence because they have some clarity to that. So clarity is important. How do you find clarity, right? So the way you find clarity is going to be very simple. It's going to be like, you have to take time to think about it. You have to take time to get a notepad, get some paper, and says, hey, you know what? Like, what does my life look like? What do I want my life to look like in the next couple of years? How do I want my family to look like? How do I want my money to look right? How do I want to be presented? How do I want to present myself? How do I want to show up? All these things will start to give you clarity. How do you want your health to look like? You see what I'm saying? Because look, if you improve your health, it's going to improve your confidence. If you improve your clarity, it's going to improve your confidence. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a higher confidence, you're going to be willing to go head forward on opportunities. If you know there's some opportunities in that room, you're gonna want to be in that room, and you're gonna have confidence to talk to other people that are doing bigger things than you. You understand? So it starts to have like this snowball effect, and like with guys, some guys lack this. They lack this confidence, and and let me tell you like this. So like the real world is not easy. If you expect to to do anything great, like you have to man up. Like you have to man up and you have to say, you know what, hell no, I'm not doing that. Or this is what I'm doing and I'm sticking to it. And it doesn't matter what anybody says, but this is what I want to do. And this is what we're doing. That confidence and that manning up will start to elevate you. You understand? The next one is going to be personal empire, right? So personal empire, what is personal empire about? So I tell you what, I think I'm going to save personal empire for the next webinar because I'll probably be on that for a while because like when you find the untapped income in your industry and you start to put together your inner circle, your empire becomes massive. You understand? Like your empire becomes massive, and with that empire, you can leverage that. You can leverage it to do some pretty great things, man. And when I say great things, I'm not saying like you're not gonna use your personal empire in a bad way. You're gonna use it more in a positive way because that empire is your legacy. That empire is your family brand. That empire is your credibility. You understand? And so once you grasp, like once you understand, hey, like my wealth is attached to my empire. Most people think wealth is just about money. And so wealth also is the value of your inner circle. Because if you have an inner circle that has resources, that has information that are way greater than what you're currently doing, that has value to it, and that's wealth. Your friends are indicator of your wealth. The information that you share with your kids is an indicator of wealth. How you protect your assets is an indicator of wealth. Your credibility is an indicator of wealth. Your last name is a indicator of wealth. How is that wealth going to be used, and who can benefit from that, right? So, hey guys, we can go deeper into this. If you're interested in joining us for the next webinar, just sign up. I mean, go to stanmedina.com and just sign up for the webinars. Like I do these webinars, and you can reach out to me. You can message me, and I can help you with whatever situation you're trying to get through at the moment. And so once again, like my name's Stan Medina, Massive Action. Quick webinar. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.